guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got a big order this week. Actually, a lot of little orders. Got reptiles, freshwater, and a saltwater order. So lots and lots of livestock. Let's jump right in and see who's in the box. First thing out of the box is a snake. It's a ball python. They call this ivory pastel. A little bit of yellow streaking on the top, but a nice white snake. Very beautiful. They say it's a male on that one. They didn't say on when I was ordering whether they're male or females. Apparently we know. Here's another ball python. This one is called a banana. Does not say if it's a male or female. It's a little bit smaller snake. Very pretty. Banana ball python. Pastel banana. Let's see, we have one more snake. This is a pinstripe. And again, no list on male or female, but it is a ball python. And it's about the same size as the banana. So very cute little baby ball pythons. Next up, that is a baby marginated tortoise. He's so tiny. Oh my gosh, I think it's even smaller than the last Hermans we got in. Hermans and marginateds and Greeks and Russians are all in the same group. Closely related tortoises. This is a baby marginated. This is the first time we've had that. They're the biggest European tortoise. They're from Italy and Greece and that area. Overlapping with the Greek tortoise for their range. Here are some green anoles. Got to have green anoles, and we haven't had any for like 6 months. So here we go. Got green anoles to go with our brown anoles. Got a let's see, a neotropical anole, and we got a Cuban false medallion back there too, which is also an anole. Here are spiders. I got 2 of them. These are Arizona blonde spiders. I was reading a great article last night about the Colorado spider migration. Fun if you get a chance to find that. These are not the Colorado, those are actually Oklahoma browns that are running around Colorado. But these are Arizona blonde tramps. It's got 1 male, 1 female. So very, very fun. And then last in this box, we got some millipedes. Got a couple different types. These are the little bumblebees. We got a little group of those guys. And a whole little box of smoky ghosts too. Smoky ghost millipedes are one of the bigger types. So not sure if we get smokies or Florida ivories. I know we got back ordered on a couple, but there we are. Some nice big fat millipedes. That's it for that very first box. Lots of boxes to go. And we're back. Got some fish to unbox now. These are freshwater, a bunch of African cichlids. Got some New World cichlids. Got a bunch of guppies on this order. A whole bunch of stuff. Orange back kobu. That's a type of zebra cichlid. I have had these once before, but not for quite a while. So we've been out of stock for a while on those guys. Next up is a catfish, but you can't see them because they're ghosts. These are a glass catfish. So don't mind the skeleton crew. Thought that was pretty clever. Here are some hillstream loaches. These are brown mosaic hillstream loaches. I have another batch. We had some of those before. It sold out pretty quick, so we got in some more. Here are some tiger barbs. Albino tiger barbs, of course, the ones without any color. The greens, the albinos, and the stripes over there. Little fishes, what are these? These are green fire tetras on the tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Haven't been able to find those for a couple of months, so kind of cool to have those back in stock. More tetras for the tetra special. These are large Congo tetras. Not huge on the large, but bigger than the itty bitty ones that we have over there for half the price. So there's those. Some of those guppies I talked about. I call these a red-tailed guppy, and by golly, they have a red tail. Next up is more African cichlids. That's the Pseudotropheus demasoni, or demasoni cichlid. Gotta like those guys. Nice broad stripes. I think this one's rather like the colors. Like some of the other guys. More guppies. These are gold snakeskin guppies, and that's 1 box down. And we're back again. Let's go with first bag out of the box. We got Emerald Dwarf Rasbora, or Emerald Dwarf Danio. What makes him a Danio or a Rasbora? I don't know. The name on it says Danio, so I guess we'll go with that. Emerald Dwarf Rasbora looks a lot like a Celestial Pearl Danio, but it has stripes instead of spots. This is Philiborni blue, Labdotropheus Philiborni. A couple different color varieties of the philobornis, but that's the blue one. Next up is some corys. Gotta love any corys, and we got some good ones this week. These are Axelrod's cory, Corydoris axelrabi. Nice bold stripes on those guys with a white background. Cardinal tetras for the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Don't forget, big cost here. Got to subscribe to the channel, but we will get you that special anytime, any Tetra, as long as you buy 4. More cichlids with Pseudotropheus flavus, another guy we haven't had in a little while, so very fun. Did a bit of a deep restock on African cichlids today. We're a little overdue for it. Cilia reticulata, or Guppies. This is a sunset guppy. One more bag of guppies in here somewhere. We'll see if we can find them. More tetras. These are rummy nose. Part of the Tetra Special, of course. 4 more, get 25% off. I haven't said that 7 times already today. We'll say it 7 more times. Oh, there's that other box of guppies. Here's a black-tailed guppy, and sure enough, very black-tailed. So there's that. And that is 2 boxes down. Let's see, I got 4 more boxes here. Some of those are going to be feeders. We got feeders in this week for those of you looking for them. And then we've got another 3 boxes at the airport, and I got another box of reptiles coming, and I got a couple boxes of plants too, so lots and lots this week. Lots in here. Oh my goodness, giant clown loaches, very nice. Love clown loaches. Those guys came in nice and beautiful. Not a bad price point for the size either. Very, very nice fish. Itty bitty silver dollars on the other scale. Silver dollars get big. They can be 5+ inches, but these guys are less than an inch. Very silver, so they are on the Tetra Special. Believe it or not, 4 more, 25% off, like to be in a school. Here's a type of earth eater. These are the red-top topayos. Got a couple earth eaters on this week's order. These again are the red-top topayos, one of the more popular earth-eating cichlids. And what are you guys? Oh, that's right. We ordered some of these guys up. They're kind of beat up in the bag because they beat each other up. These are baby flower horns. So we'll get those guys out of the bag and see if we can get infected from those beat up tails. Next is some Daisy's blue rice fish. Love those guys too. Just got a dozen of those guys. A lot of people are doing those in their outdoor ponds for the summer, but they make a great tank fish, planet tank fish. Lots of choices there. Here are some very sad looking feeder guppies. A few of them are alright. Some of them did not come in and look great. That is feeder guppies for you. And that is 1 more box down. Let's hop in and see. We cannot bust through 1 more box here. All the way to the ground. We go at the top of my head. Let's see if I can talk over it. Shrimp, shrimp, more shrimp. We got so many shrimp on this order. We got shrimp. Some snails too. Shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. Shrimp. Oh, feeder comets. And more shrimp. So let's start with that. We got orange shrimp. First bag that we looked at are those nice bright orange shrimp, just in time for Halloween. We got pumpkin shrimp. Next up are, looks like ghost shrimp to me. Didn't mark them specifically. I've got a monos coming too. Those are definitely ghost shrimp. And these are, well, doggone it, those look like orange shrimp to me. Oh yeah, that's why. These are the yellow rice shrimp. We don't get those in that often. We did get them this time. They didn't look very orange. That's because they're not orange. They're yellow. Yellow rice shrimp. Here's a nice bright red one. Now, we get to play Name the Shrimp. One of these is Bloody Mary, and one of these is Super Red Cherry. It'd be nice if they'd mark them. That's the Bloody Mary right there. There we go. Super Red Cherries and Bloody Marys. Paid a little extra for brighter red shrimp. Oh, and this is a cool shrimp. We haven't had these in a really long time. These are the Black King Kong Caridinias. So, actually, there's a rumor out there we got some pintos, might be able to score some pintos too. Looking at some better quality shrimp. Here is some giant shrimp. They are not Singapore shrimp, even though they kind of look like it. These are extra large a mono shrimp, and they actually look like they shipped in okay. We've had trouble with those guys not acclimating, so we'll be real careful with them when we go to put them in a tank. And speaking of monos, here's a bunch of baby monos. Much smaller now, they'll get that big eventually. It takes a long time, actually. Growing out of monos to that 2.5 inch size, that takes years. Snails. Should be some mystery snails in there. I think I just grabbed an assorted batch this time. Here we go. Yeah, nice variety pack on snails. I like the way these guys pack their snails in a paper towel. They usually come in a really good shape that way without breaking the shells or getting ammonia. So that's those guys. And a little bag of feeder comets. Waste a lot of space for them. We'll have to get those guys in the trough pretty quick. Look like they're in good shape right now. Let's take a break there. And we're back again. So many fun things to check out this week. Like a kid in a candy store buying cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff, I've never had these before. This is a different type of geophagus. It's a Teneporelius or some such thing. Didn't have a common name on them. They're said to be a little bit more aggressive than your average earth eater, so make sure you place them appropriately, but very cool fish. Here is a real nice big discus. That's a checkerboard, pigeon checkerboard discus. And got some neons. Of course we got neons. Restock every week on these guys. Of course, 4 more gets 25% off. See, I told you I'd repeat it. Here is something completely different. Dainty corys. A couple of dwarf corys on this order. Dainties are one of my absolute favorites, but you know I don't have a not favorite cory. Oh, cool, the Decorator. These are the golden mayora cichlid. Gorgeous, gorgeous fish when they start coloring up. Big ornery cichlids. So again, put them in the right tank and they'll do great for you. Panda corys, nice restock on those guys. We got in a bulk batch a couple weeks ago, so that's a restock on those. Hopefully they'll do better. I haven't had these guys in a coon's age. These are a spanner T-barb. A very fun, bigger cichlid, barb. Not as big as 10-foil barb, but they get good size. They'll get like and fast. Good dither fish for larger fish. Oh, here's a monster. This is Polypterus, or a biker eel that would be in particular the Congo green or the Polypterus reptilius. Very cool variety of those. We have 6 varieties of them, 9 recognized species, and about that many more subspecies or perhaps species. Man, that guy's huge. Look at that guy. That's another checkerboard discus. Nice size on a discus this week. Some more. These are tiger turquoise. Got some other. They say 3 inches. I'm like going, boy, that is a real generous 3 inches. Fantastic. Cool. More cichlids. Nimbochromis livingstoni, good cichlid. And another discus. That's the other tiger turquoise. Got a pair of those guys as well. When I say a pair, I mean 2. Of course, they pick their own pairs. Next up is something I have not had in 2 or 3 years. This is black diamond cory, or Corydoris histatus. Another dwarf cory. There'll be a tetra imitator like your pygmy corys, but they have a little black spot on the back. Very, very cute little cory. Hard to find. Here's something I've never had. Another something I've never had. This is a type of rabbit snail. They call them a Matano mini rabbit. They didn't give me a species name, but they're a smaller rabbit snail. Assuming they're not just baby rabbits, because we have some of those over there. Those ought to be something different. Let's see, rocket clown killies, gotta love them. Good jumpers, make sure you got a good tight top on them or they will end up on the floor. Don't ask me how I know. And a monster. This is a silver arowana baby. Not quite as big as, okay, half the size of the last one we got in. But it looks like he's got a nice fat belly. He should fat not to get bigger quick. Next is red neon rainbow. A nice little batch of those guys. Been selling a lot of those guys. Nice pseudomogil or pseudomogil. They're pygmy rainbow fish. Great for your planted tank. Oh man, those are monster in the making. These are Pantanal cichlid, or the Paracete. Very big, like 12-inch disc-shaped cichlid. They're Central and South American cichlid. Gorgeous, gorgeous green with a black center circle on them. Very, very cool fish. Last bag in this box is Pseudotropheus crabrow, or the bumblebee cichlid. And that rounds out our African cichlid bunch for that day. Got more coming, stick around. Alrighty, we're back in a whole nother stack of boxes here. Let's open it up and see what we got inside. Oh my goodness, this is not fish. This is a whole bunch of plants. I guess I should have noticed it was not fish on the way in. Lots and lots and lots here. We did a huge restock. I'm not going to go through everything because you don't really want a 2-hour video now, do you? But come check them out in the tank. We have a ton of plants in stock now for your perusal. Looking fantastic. All right. Oh, you want to see the whole thing? There it is. Like I said, big box of plants. Ready to go. Bamboo. All right. I'm not going to go through them. Not going to do it. All right. One more box. No, 3 more boxes. This is Saltwater, so this ought to be exciting. So I've got to order reptiles hanging out there, so should have that too. Oh, look at you. Nice. Sailfin tang. Beautiful sailfin tang. Nice size. Hopefully a nice fat belly too. Planer shrimp. Got them big ones this week. Last week were tiny. This week we're bigger, so that's a better deal than last week's planer shrimp. Next is a damsel. I got 2 types of damsels. That's going to be a Vanderbilt damsel. Got a little group of those. Really cool little damsel. A little less, well, it's a chromite actually. A little less aggressive than some of your other damsels or chromides. And that's dead flash rats. Hate that, but Vanderbilts are a really pretty little chromite. Nice fish. This is a yellow angel, not a lemon peel. It's a yellow angel. A little different dude. It's not a dwarf angel, but just a little different guy. Here's a coral. That is an elegance coral, a smaller one than the one that we have in. Hopefully that opens up and looks fantastic. Looking forward to seeing what that looks like in the tank. Next is another coral. This is Duncan's. The stem isn't green right now, so well, looks like it might green up. I think that's a 5 polyp. I like the shape of that one. Very cool. All right, different than the other ones we've had in. Dead invert. That's a dead cleaner shrimp. Here are some conchs. Got in a batch of these guys, much smaller than the last group actually. Thought there were 5, 6 of those. Maybe they split them up 3 and 3. And here's some hermit crabs. Those are the little blue leg hermit crabs. Good cleanup crew. And one more invert in here. We have, let's say, a long tentacle, I believe. We should have a green bubble tip also, but I think that's the long tentacle. It'd be nice if they marked their bags, but you know what? That'd be a lot to ask, wouldn't it? Mark the bags, man. My job to know, right? Okay. Very nice little box. Now 2 more bigger boxes. Here we go. What kind of joy do we have? Really cool fish on this order. Every week we do this, right? Let's see. Oh, copper banded butterfly. A little bit on the skinny side. Hopefully he'll eat. If he'll eat for us, he'll be fantastic. Nice size. Not giant, not tiny. A decorator crab. Somebody's asking me if I can get these. I'm like, well, yeah, of course. And here it is. Very cool. I like that. Here's this is the long tentacle. That other one must have been the bubble anemone. That's definitely the long tentacle. So a couple of anemones this week. Clowns. This is Ocellaris, just regular false percola. It's like Nemo. Oh, look at you, aren't you cute? This is staghorn hermit crab. Can you see him in there? He's made a little house out of a piece of staghorn coral. Very cool. Next is another damsel. This is one of those blue neon damsels. Got a group of those too. A little more aggressive damsel than Vanderbilts. Haven't bought damsels in a while, so I figure it's about time. Little algae blenny. Picked that guy up. We got another really big one over there too. So we got some algae patrol to be done. We got some algae blennies or llama blennies. So look at you. Very bright colored. That's that neon damsel again. And another. And here's the other half of those conchs, I promise. Itty bitty guys this time. The other ones I had were twice that size. What are you? Oh, star polyps. Metallic star polyps. Got a couple of them. That's a bigger chunk than I expected. Good price on that this time. And ooh, is that the Singapore angel? Very pretty. Wow, aren't you pretty? All right, now from the bottom of the box here. Lo and behold, we have more fish in the box. Oh yes, we do. I wasn't sure if we got one or not on this order. This is a bicolor angel, a little bigger one. We have a little trouble getting bicolors to take, so we're going to try one more time. Oh, and another angel. This is a coran, not to be mistaken for an emperor or a blue face, which we sold this morning. But that is a coran angel. Here is a blue-eyed bristletooth tang. It's also called a two-spot. A couple different common names. That's a bristletooth tang. Let's see. Who are you? Who are you? This is a two-spot blenny. A little bigger than some we've gotten. They're a small fish. We've gotten them in half that size before. Speaking of small, here's another Vanderbilt chromide. I'm calling them a damsel and chromide. And interchangeable, right? Maroon clown and another Ocellaris clown. So a couple clowns on this order. So we're clowning around. Next is a diamond sleeper goby. Actually came in pretty good shape, it looks like. You can get them to ship in, great. They are a fantastic add to your tank. Good little diggers. Cool hawkfish, that's an archi. Relatively inexpensive hawkfish for your collection. And who's this? Oh, that's a pearly jawfish. They got the yellow head on them. So nice, less expensive type of jawfish. You're a scissor-tail goby, like a firefish, but it's a little different. It's scissor-tail goby. And then that is a firefish right there. And a couple more in the box. Here we go. Finish off strong. This is bicolor pseudochromis. This is that's a type of, is that a fork tail? Yeah, it's a fork tail blenny. And that one is called the orange tail or flame tail blenny as well. Got that mixed up somehow, but it's something in that order. All right, let's take a break there. All right, here we go again. Last box this week. Well, actually, I got a box of reptiles still outstanding. Last box of fish for sure. So we'll do it again next week. All right, great big bag. What's in it? Oh, lordy. They said large. I'm going to go with large. This is a big purple tang. Oh, goodness. The only thing more on my bucket list than that little guy we got a couple weeks ago is a big one. So we got a big one. Here's a Kleiner's butterfly. Got one last week and ended up putting it in my reef tank to take care of a little Aptasia. So bought another one to have for sale. Here is, what is it? It's a something. This is another, not sure, it's like another star polyp. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, this is button polyps. That's fun. Didn't make it. That was a big one too. Too bad. Had a couple didn't make it this week, but most of them did good. Let's see. It's a little stressed, but that's a hippo tang. Blue hippo tang. Looks like he's a little pissed off. Let's see if we can get him out of the bag and get him happy again. Another Vanderbilt chromide. Got a half a dozen of those to make a real school if you wanted to do that. That's another one of those neon damsels. Another Vanderbilt. And something different. That's a strawberry pseudochromis or a magenta pseudochromis or dotty back, or got a lot of different common names. Another Vanderbilt. And last two bags of the order we have. Ooh, it's a tiny little shoulder tang. Don't see any shoulders on it, but that's what that is. A little orange shoulder tang. And blonde nasal. Kind of a medium-sized guy. So a nice diverse group of fish this week, and that's that. Alrighty, one more box, guys. These are reptiles that came in a day late, but they look pretty good even so. Let's double check here what we got. Some bugs on this order. Here is a Vietnamese giant centipede. Fantastic. We were supposed to get an Egyptian rainbow, but it did not make the trip. Also got a tarantula. I ordered 6. Looks like they only sent one. It's a pink toe. So one pink toe tarantula for this week. A Viculara and Viculara. Got a whole lot of snakes in here. Let's see, first snake in the bag, and it says ETB. And I don't think I'm going to open that, because when you look at that solid and it says ETB, that stands for emerald tree boa, and those guys can be spicy, and I don't really want to open that without some place to put it, so you'll have to check it out when you get to the store. But that's a very, very cool snake. Actually, it's supposed to be about a 4-foot snake is what I'm expecting on that. Let's see, speaking of snakes, we got quite a few ball pythons on this week's order, including this one right here. That's a blue-eyed Lucy. Ball pythons, we've been out, or almost out, of morphs. That's why we bought so many this week. But we still have a bunch of regular ball pythons back there. All the sizes, everything from full-on adult female to babies. Yeah, there we go. Got another ball python on this order. That's this guy. That's a pied. It's got kind of a tail pied to it. Still a very beautiful snake. I like that with the white patches. That is where are you going, honey? Sliding all the way to the bottom. Let's put you. Let's rearrange this so we don't lose anybody under the box. What do you say? There we go. All right, next up is more snakes. Got a whole bunch of corn snakes. Got a good deal on these. In fact, we're going to do a special on corn snakes. All our corn snakes are special priced right now for 80 bucks. These are like a red albino, that's a red stripe. I think that's amelanistic stripe, yep, amelanistic. Even marked them on, they said they're going to be assorted more of some, like, okay, they'll be, who knows what they are, but they actually said what they are. Anery motley, more corn snakes. There's a Tessa, and there's a coral snow. We got a couple of snows and different albinisms back there. A whole bunch of different corn snakes in the shop, and like I said, they'll be on special. They are on special as of this second, 80 bucks a piece. This is a special order, but I'll let you see it anyway. This is a rosy boa, I'm gonna lose it. It starts with an M. I forget which one. Some city in California. A little rosy boa female, actually. And here's another snake, because I said lots of snakes. This is a children's python. No, it's not a children's toy. It's actually a small python from the naturalist children's who discovered them. They are the smallest python species. They only get about 2 feet. A fantastic, easygoing little snake. If you're gonna get a frog, go it all out and get a real frog, I say. And that indeed is a real frog. That is a peepa peepa, or a Suriname toad, they'll call them. That's actually a frog. Frog or toad, you know. Maybe it is a toad. Warty skin. I've never seen them done that dry before. Usually you see them swimming. Let's see, next up is another snake. Actually, I see 2 heads. Either it's a 2-headed snake or we got 2 of these little baby red-tailed boas. Came in real nice. Beautiful little snakes. Haven't had any red-tailed boas in a while. We had that Hog Island semi-adult female for quite a while, but I just got in a baby. Also, another special order. This is Varnus. I do not recommend large monitors for just about anybody because they're a real specialty keep. Now, if you got a place for them and willing to spend the money for housing and feed, they are really a cool animal. They get huge. This is an ornate Nile monitor. Ornates are the heavier bottling version of a Nile monitor. Super, super cool animal, but they can be big and they can be ornery. So you want to make sure you're set and ready for that project. And last thing out of the box is a tortoise. Redfoot tortoise. Oh, do we got a boy or a girl here? I don't know if we can tell for sure. Looks like a female, but maybe just too young to tell for sure. Redfoot tortoise 4-inch, rather than a started baby, and I like that. That's pull a lot of worry off your plate because you don't have to worry about the shells getting decalcified and stuff like that. So fantastic group. Oh, let's see, a couple of things I was going to mention. Don't forget or find out, I shouldn't forget to say that we've got a cool setup that I'm going to put on bid this week. It's a 40-gallon breeder. It's got 3 frogs in it. I don't even know what kind of frogs they are, but they're happy ones. You want to come down to the store and check it out. You check Facebook, we'll have a picture of it up there, and we're going to do an auction on that whole setup. So if you want to do that, come check it out. Let's see, what else were we going to say? I have 3 or 4 things. Well, let's see, we got some adult bearded dragons back there that come in on rescue, and we got a couple different rescue turtles that have come in as well. So if you're looking for oddball things you have not checked the list in a while, come check us out. We got a ton of stuff, and we've been getting new stuff every day.